Good Monday morning, Sparky Wallace, Cow Camp Supply. This is my Monday morning shop tips. I want to give a few tips on carving designs. Everybody has always used, for years has used the Sheridans or templates from Al Stolman or whatever. Great designs. I've used many of them. And I've done a Sheridan style for years too. But those styles, to be honest, when I carved them, bore me to death. So the mentor that taught me how to carve, or I should say, helped me along the line, he says, be your own person. He says, don't copy anybody else. He says, do what fits you. So there's no personal style or preference that's ever fit me well. I like to do a number of different things, and I like to challenge myself. So, with that being said, here's how I come up with some of my designs. Number of different ways. Fabrics. I'll also go in a fabric store, see something, like, well, that's a pretty neat leaf. That's a pretty cool hibiscus plant. Cool bellflower. Oh, there's some cool ones there. Some lilies and some more hibiscus. And the leaf patterns. So I get these off of fabrics. Hell, I was in church one day and a lady we went to church with had a dress on that had a print fabric, and I looked at that fabric and I couldn't quit looking at that pattern. I said, that would look so cool on a saddle. So I asked her, I says, can I get a picture of your dress? And so I did, and I put that pattern on a saddle, and it looked cool, looked awesome. Another thing that I do is I'll pick up flower books, find flower books. You can find these also at a garage sale or the library. A number of places you can find flower books. A good resource is seed catalogs. And you can get all kinds of cool flower patterns. Okay, here's a hibiscus. So everybody does a hibiscus. Let me show it to you close. Flat like that. Well, John always told me, do stuff on a different angle. So here's just a sample. There's a hibiscus on an angle. The full angle hibiscus, a small hibiscus. I've got gobs of these practice sample pieces. Some stuff turns out good. Some stuff turns out okay. You just find different ways to carve flowers that's not like anybody else's. So, what I'm going to do in the next few weeks is I'm going to show you, like here's a flower that I just finished the other day that's on a different angle and so forth. I'm going to show how I carve different flowers on different angles and different leaves. A really good friend of mine he still is a phenomenal wildlife artist. He done more, at one time he had more outdoor life covers than anybody else. He told me, paint the way it should be, not the way you think it should be. And with that being said, he also told me, he says, you can't improve on what God's already done. So, I like to take stuff from nature and use carving patterns. So, for the next few weeks, I'm going to show you how I carve certain flowers, what I do to make it more three-dimensional, and I'll just go from there. And that's my tip for the day. So, enjoy your New Year's, and I will talk to you next Monday. Thanks.